Boom, yo, what's up? Bam! Yo, this morning I wasn't even gonna make a video, but because what I was thinking about was so kind of hard. I didn't want to, I didn't know if I should put it out there, but I'll put it out there in a certain way. We'll see how this goes. Maybe I won't even drop this video. We're all sitting here living this life. We're all delved out. We're all dealt cards. We're all dealt a hand in this game. You know what I'm saying? And you can fight against it. You can wallow around in the ground about it. You can pray you get a different one. You can cry, or you can fight. The difference between the doers and don'ters, something I talk about all the time. It doesn't really matter what you think, how you feel, you know. The quality of your life is going to be dependent on your ability to play cards with what you've been dealt. That's the game. You know what I'm saying? You want to try to switch up your cards. You want to try to compare your cards with someone else. The quality of your life is going to be dictated on the way you play your hand, what you can get done with or without those cards. You know what I'm saying? So I sit here and my heart breaks for people who straight up, sometimes it's a special circumstance where they don't have the tools and have never been given the tools, maybe. But eventually it becomes the reality that people just straight up don't have the courage to play their hand, to play the cards they've been dealt. And they choose an easy road. And they try to live on that easy road, man. And it's so horrible because everything you're doing is based on one of two energies. It's everywhere. You cannot get away from the duality of life, from the chaos and the order. You can't. 24 hours. Light. Darkness. Life, death, positive, negative, zeros and ones. The sun, the moon, masculine, feminine, life and death. There is no white and black, son. There's nothing you can't get away from it. You know what I'm saying? And so in your life, you make these decisions, and it's a lot more binary than you think. I mean, there's some shades of gray, but the truth is, once you put some black in it, it becomes gray, if you know what I'm saying. So it's like, you're either working off faith or you're working off of fear. Many great and ancient teachers have spoken about this 100 and millions of different ways, but people don't learn anymore. So like, I'm gonna try to do it justice and stuff. Yeah, it's not caught you on social media. You know what I'm saying? But I sit here and I see this, and what people don't realize is they're choosing the easy path out of fear. You're choosing the dark path, and what eventually and inevitably happens, because this world is driven by progress, there's a balance that must be maintained. Everything's moving towards entropy, destruction. We're all gonna die. Like, half the reason I do what I do is because I gotta die well. Like, I know what it's gonna feel like when I'm dying, because when I was in Iraq, I thought I died. I remember the whole thing, sitting there being like, oh my gosh, this is a terrible feeling. I'm gonna die with all my potential in me. Father, if you let me come back, I swear I promise, I will do my best to live as hard and intense and focused and deliberate as I can for you. That was the game. That's the deal. You know what I'm saying? And all I got to do is not forget that feeling of thinking, and because I know what you're going to feel. I know it. If you have conscious moments before you go, you're going to look back on your game and how you played your cards, and you'll be like, did I really play cards, or was I just hiding the whole time? That in relationships is what you're going to think about, I promise, if you get the chance to think. And you will, because there's a whole spirit realm. I was in another dimension thinking about this. I wasn't even in my body, I don't think. Anyways, I'm just saying, you sit here and you make these decisions on a daily basis, and you've got to be deliberate. Faith can be scary, it can be difficult, but it's faith, it's positive. And if you want your life to become more positive, you've got to learn how to make positive decisions. Sometimes we don't know if we're making a positive or negative decision. We're just doing the best we can. But if you want a higher quality life, you got to make higher quality decisions. If you want to make higher quality decisions, you already know the rest. You got to get higher quality information. And even that takes balls. You know what I'm saying? Ovaries, whatever you got, it takes those. You know what I'm saying? So I sit here and I'm like, don't choose the easy road, because the easy road becomes unbearably difficult in the end. It becomes ridiculously, terribly, unbearably difficult in the end. And then one day you get up, like that poem says, after not using your muscles for all these years, you finally muster up the psychological, inner psychic, emotional, spiritual strength to fight. And what do you find? That you don't have any strength. You get up only to find that you have your soul behind developmentally in what it takes to achieve your goal, that you have to sit back down forever useless. And by then, you're the seamstress that tailor fitted your own pain, and it's so perfect that it crushes you. And that's what's good for the world, because then it clears away the old. It clears away the stagnant. It clears away those things that are not progressive. Man, I don't know if y'all are hearing me. And it makes room for the new, the fresh, the exciting, the progressive, the productive. It gives birth to more potential. And that's the whole entire game, dog. So you want to go like this through life. You've got to figure out how to make higher quality decisions. You got to get that higher quality information. But even more than that, you've got to always try to choose the path of faith rather than fear. And fear is going to camouflage itself. It's going to be like, well, it's going to try to hide in intellect and be like, yo, well, that's not a good idea because technically you can't get that done because you don't have the money and and all you're going to really be doing is being a beta. You're just going to be being scared, and you're going to be hiding, and you're going to look in the mirror and you're going to know, well, how the heck am I ever going to get to anywhere near my potential if I keep like overthinking things? I'm telling you, this is such a beautiful thing that I'm kind of stupid. I love it because I'm like, yo, let's just go do the stuff. And everyone's like, you're crazy. That's not going to work. I'm like, well, you know, like, let's just go try, and I'll get punched in the face a couple times. Maybe we'll die, but it'll be a good death. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to scare my neighbors, but I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just, you know, like I was never anything. I was a little chubby, fat, little insignificant. I had some kind of intuition, you know, that the guy gave me, little kid. And I remember just being like, well, like, what's staying here? Staying here sucks. I'm not that cool. Like, nah, man. I almost feel like the people that are cool early, those are the ones that never get to do anything because they're so cool. They already got their six pack. So they like just stay at that level. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, well, if I'm going to even ever be able to contribute on a significant level or like anything, let's go die or get it done. You know what I'm saying? And that, my friends, that's the key. Your fight is your fight. I can't touch it. I can't even barely speak to it specifically, but I can speak to it principally because I believe I understand life enough at this point to say we all fighting the same battle in one way or another. It's the battle of faith or it's the battle of fear. Your decisions are really being run by the light or by darkness. Those two energies, life, death, positive, negative, it's everywhere. Happy, sad, you know what I'm saying? Like pleasure, pain. There is a duality and a binary nature. And if you're trying to dabble in those shades of gray, you'll find over the duration of time, based in the texture and quality of your life, what energy's really been driving you in the decisions you've been making in your life. I'm going to set this down right here. If you never develop the strength to overcome the things you fear by doing the things you fear, you will invariably wake up one day only to find out that you are living the things you fear. I make these videos because I love you guys. Visit me at ByronRodgersMotivation.com. Get yourself some apparel. I'll see some of y'all at the SHOT Show. And let's live the heck out of this beautiful life. Boom!